holy, the one and only God.
One and only true God.
You know, I want to talk about that for just a second. How do you think they will know that?
God would just touch their heart. That we pray to them and He just touches their heart and soul.
The missionaries like us who come up here, some people who come up here. I mean, they share the gospel. They tell them, and it's gonna be stuff like through ESL for some of you. It is ESOL. Go to the deaf schools. It's ESL school, EFL classes. ESOL, and it's gonna be like missionaries ESL and that background Bible club kind of stuff. Just loving on those kids is what's going to get there. Because they're going to hear this message all at the same time. They're going to keep hearing Abraham and Isaiah and the Good Shepherd, and they're going to see the bracelets 1,000 times, and eventually parents are going to be like, why do you keep bringing these things? Who's giving you these things? And it's going to be the opportunity to share with them.
It's true, Griffin, because as you guys were leaving, there's a group of about 4 little Sudanese kids who walked by singing song Children of Abraham song. Father Abraham.
Sons.
And we sang that last week with them when the group came up last week, and they do remember it.
Yeah.
You know, in the 5 years that I've been here, I've had conversations with the people at the mosque. I've had conversations with people at the Hindu temple, but I've yet to see any of them doing what you all do. Okay, I've yet to see them serving in the community, loving people. Not just and maybe there was one time we saw a Muslim. The mosque came out to give out bread, but there was an Arab Muslim that said, "Now watch this." He said, they know that I'm Muslim. But obviously he was Arab. They were Somalian, Sudanese. He said they will give it to everybody but me. And sure enough, they walked around and they gave it to their own. But they would not give it to anybody else. And he said, you know, there's something I notice about you Christians. He said, you give it to everybody. You love everybody and you don't distinguish. Jesus said, they will know that you're my disciples if you love one another. You know? Isn't that awesome? When you go out into this place, you are being the light of the world. You know? And I believe you're being the hands and the feet and the face and the voice of Christ. You know? And nothing speaks louder here than your actions. These people are here because somebody hated them. They came to you today because somebody loved them. You know, and I believe that's why they'll come to Christ. It's because we know He loves them, and that's what we're here to do, to love our neighbor as ourselves, right? So here's my question to you. Anytime we have a mission group, it would be a disservice to you. And I know we're sticking around a little longer, but we don't want to rush by and not reflect and take a moment to let this sink in. Because some of you may come back here. You know, some of you may have been touched in your heart here and someday end up in one of their countries. You may not think it, but you never know when you start loving somebody and you give that to Christ where it might take you. Okay? So here's my question to you. What are you going to take home from this? We've heard everything from, I never knew the nations were here. We've heard everything from, I never realized how much people need love. It might be something God did in you. Let me hear from you. What are you going to take home from this week?